Hey, friends.
Hi, friends.
Ev-
It's digital time.
Digital in the house.
Everybody is so excited. We have been waiting for tonight, and it is finally here, y'all. Who is ready to look at these digital goodies?
I'm so ready. I'm so excited to share them with y'all. Like, y'all, this literally our digital line is just literally like I love it so much. I am just so excited to share everything with y'all.
There's so much goodness.
There's
And
a lot of goodness.
I'm not a digital planner. So if you're not a digital planner, not because I don't want to be. I really do. Every time I see them move all the things and do all the amazing digital wonder, like I'm just like, sign me up. But then I'm just such a paper person. But you guys, this year we have so many digital products for those of you who are paper planners to hybrid plan. I can't wait to talk about that with you.
Yes, yes, yes. So we got some digital stuff coming your way. So kind of what tonight we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through all of our digital collection. I'm going to share with you kind of like everything that you should know about it in terms of like where the hyperlinks are, some new updates we made, some new features coming your way with our digital products. And then I'm also joined by, before we even started, I should have said I'm joined by our amazing life coach and founder, Sierra Friend, and our amazing Club Moxy community manager, Courtney. They're here joining us tonight, and I'm so excited that you guys are here with me. But y'all, so my heart behind this line, honestly, y'all know me. If you know me for a while, I've always been a paper and pen person. Like I loved my paper, I loved my stickers. And growing up, I was always that girl who would get really excited about school supplies. And but I also really love technology. And I remember when the iPad first came out and then the Apple Pencil came out and there was all this cool stuff that you could do. And for the first time, I felt like both of my worlds finally came together. My love of technology, but also my love of like paper and planning and all of those things. And so we're going to talk a little bit about, yes, Tech Nerds Unite. I see you, Karen. And so I'm so excited because the Moxy Life system has literally changed my life. And I've been using it for the past 5 years now. And I just love that now I can carry it with me everywhere I go with my iPad and Apple Pencil. So, yeah. Yes. Okay. So while I get our weekly set up, Sierra, can you talk a little bit about our flagship and what was your original goal with creating the flagship planner?
Yes. So when I decided to bring Moxy Life to market, I have been a life coach for, oh my gosh, 20 years now, 20 years in 2025. And I wanted a planner. I've been a planner my whole life. I wanted a planner that seamlessly integrated goal setting in with your schedule, your tasks, all the different things that you consider on a monthly, weekly, daily basis. And I didn't find a planner that seamlessly wove them together in a simplified way. And so when I brought Moxy Life to market, it was kind of a risk because we were doubling the size of planners that people were used to having, which digital has been a great solution to that. But one of the things I really wanted was for people to consider their goals first and foremost before they thought about chasing the alarm bells and the schedules and all the things that are pulling on our attention externally. I wanted us to consider what's going on internally and what it is that we are actually desiring to create in our lives. And so that's where the heart of Moxy Life came from. And now that we offer it in so many different products, and now the digital line is just such a dream come true for me.
Oh, I love that. All right, y'all. So with that being said, I'm going to show you our first digital product we ever created, which was our flagship. And originally, this started off as a horizontal and a vertical, but this year it is now combined. So I cannot wait to share that with you. It includes both horizontal and vertical layouts. So when you get it, it's literally set up just like our physical planners are set up. You have your bottom core tabs here at the bottom. Can you guys see me with this cursor? Yeah, so you have bottom core tabs. These tabs never change. You have easy access to your compass assessment, which is like the heartbeat here at Moxy Life and knowing those different areas of life. You have tabs to your intentions that you set, your annual goals, your vision board, And then you have these side tabs here on the side that takes you to your table of contents, which I can't wait to share with you. This also got a big update. Yes, if you guys see the comments about Bob, Bob means you get the best of both worlds. You get both your horizontal and vertical layout. But this is just, you get your monthly tabs here and it takes you from month to month. And then you also have your yearly overview. And then we have a built-in notebook that's 12 subjects. And this is also integrated into your flagship planner. And you can click on it anywhere and it will take you to that section. There are over 5 different note paper templates that you get included. And so you have the lined page, you have a blank page, you have a dot grid page, you have a grid page, and then my new favorite page is you actually have a daily insert page. So not only do y'all have your vertical and horizontal, but you also have your daily, and I'm going to share with you how you can integrate that also throughout your weeks. So the big heartbeat of your planner is your table of contents. This year we gave it a little bit of a refresh. And so you now can access any part of the Mäksēlife goal setting system from your table of contents, whether it be knowing what are 3 types of goals that we talk about: stretch, progress, maintenance goals. You can easily access that from your table of contents. You can access your monthly goals, your January goals. Literally, this thing is like, this is your baby of your digital planner right here. Like, you want to be able to like access any part of your planner at your fingertips, and this is how you do it. Now, one thing I'm also really excited about this year is we now have a resource tab, and this tab over here now has everything you need to know to kind of get started. So we have embedded tutorial videos. So if you're like, hey, like I need a little bit more extra guidance, you now have embedded tutorial videos. And in these videos, I kind of break down all the hyperlinks within each planner. I share how you can import your toolkits, your stickers. I talk a little bit about your integration and all of that. But all of that is available right there in your planner. This is also where you will go to download your digital stickers and your digital covers. So you would just simply tap this link, press yes, and it will open up and automatically drop into your files. And so with every planner, with your flagship, whether you purchase a flagship, a daily, or a companion notebook, you have access to free digital stickers that we have for you. You know what? I'm just going to share them. I'm going to share which ones you get. Here, you get your area of life stickers, you get some dot stickers, you get some flag stickers, stretch goal stickers, and then this year we even added 31 numbers. So if you do get the companion notebook, you have the numbers to date them, and we'll talk about that. And then you get app icons, which if you don't know anything about that, you can easily go to your home screen and create like little app icons right here, and it will take you to, GoodNotes. So if I open this will take me to all of my 2024 planners and whatnot. So that's kind of how the shortcut works. So that's everything that you get. And then right here, I don't want y'all to forget, this is where you will go to download the Apple and Google integration shortcut. This year, all of our planners this year, when you open it, and I'm going to get there, I promise, I'm getting ahead of myself, you can now add directly from your planner, you can add an event into your Google Calendar, your Apple Cal, or even reminders, so that whatever you write down physically in your planner, you can make sure that you also put it in your digital calendar. So if you're sharing like a Google Cal with your partner, keeping track of family stuff, you can kind of make sure that what you're planning and your goals are also staying aligned into like your calendar systems as well. So I can't wait to share that with you. So I know. So this is pretty much like where you can go to access most parts of your planner right here. And then pretty much after that, we just go into our planner. We have our goal setting system. All of this is in our daily and companion notebook. On your compass assessment, you have tabs that take you to different parts of your compass assessment. So if I wanted to see quarter 2, quarter 3, I can easily see that and compare it to the original compass assessment. And then you have your assessment scoring, your intentions, just how it is in our like physical planner. It's also in our digital planner. The one thing that I love about our digital planners is that we have hyperlinks throughout your planner that's going to take you back to certain parts of the prep work. So for instance, when I go to my annual goals and I'm like, okay, I'm really struggling with my annual goals here. Maybe what did we say in the prep work? Right up here, we have goal instructions that will take you back to that specific page on annual goals. So all of it's right here. When I first started using Mäksēlife, I would skip over reading stuff. I'm being honest here. And I'm like, Sierra, I'm struggling with this. And she was like, well, did you read it in the prep work section? And I'm like, and I would go and read it and I'm like, oh, I get it. So we incorporated a lot of goal instruction tabs also throughout different parts of the goal setting system. And then also with your annual goals, you have monthly tabs here at the top that will then take you to different parts of your monthly goals. So you could break your annual goals down into your monthly goals. And so I can easily access links to my June goals, September, and easily go back and forth. And so I really like that. And then if I'm in the month and I'm like, okay, I want to go back to my annual goals, that tab here at the bottom, which does not change, will take you back to your annual goals. And so that's a little bit about how the hyperlinks and the tabs work within the first part in our prep work section. When it comes to our weekly, we have the new ideas garden. We had to add that. Now let's get into the planning pages. So this year, because our because we have both the horizontal and the vertical, we had to decide that when you click on your date here, it will take you to that week's weekly action. So it won't open up that week, but it will take you to that week's weekly action page. So I want to make sure you guys know that. Also, you now, in each month, you get both your monthly goals and monthly reflections pages also embedded. So throughout the whole month of January, I will see my January goals at easy access, and I can always go and see my January reflections, which I really, really like. And so it kind of just all like works together. And then after and then there's like this will just take you to the next month. So, and that's pretty much those are pretty much the main hyperlinks on your monthly pages. And then you go into your goals. It's very similar to how the annual goals is set up, except for when you click goal instructions. I mean, it will take you to the same page and it will take you to your monthly goals. So you can check in and be like, okay, how do I set good monthly goals? Let me check in with my planner here. And that's your monthly goal section. And now we're going into everyone's favorite page, our weekly actions and weekly reflections. This planner also includes this year's new update with your coaching tips, journal prompts, and affirmations. This is where you'll do your weekly reflections and your weekly actions. Now, the tabs that I want to make sure y'all know about, because I had to make sure y'all know, is up here we have 2 tabs that say next week and previous week. What this is going to do is, so you don't have to keep scrolling throughout your iPad, you can just simply tap next week and it will take you to next week's without, going into your planning pages. And I can press next week again and it does the same thing. And so I really like that. And that is on every layout. It's on your weekly actions. It's in the vertical layout. It's in the horizontal layout. Now, my 2 new favorite tabs are the vertical and horizontal. Y'all, I'm really excited about this update. I just love that we can offer you all like both our vertical and horizontal spread, and you no longer have to choose. And so I also just like the tabs. It makes it feel a little bit more planner-esque, which is what our flagship was originally set out to be. And so if you want to access your vertical, you can just simply tap the vertical tab and it will take you to the vertical layout, or you can tap horizontal and it will take you to that coordinating week's horizontal layout. And then when I click weekly actions, it will take me back to that coordinating weekly actions. So everything stays together that week. Your weekly reflections, your weekly actions, all of that stays together within that week's period. Now, one thing you should also know, we also have the shortcut integration that I've been dying to share this with you. So once you download it, and we have a whole tutorial video on how to download that, you're just going to tap it. It's right here. It's where the date is labeled. And you're going to say, yes, I want to run this shortcut. It's going to do that. And then you're just going to say, do I want to add this to my Apple Cal, my Google Cal, or set it as a reminder? Say I want to open it to my Apple Cal. It also pulls up that date that you clicked on. Because I clicked on January 2nd, Apple Cal is now going to open up in January 2nd. If I were to click on Google Cal, it will also open up in that same manner. And so now it brought up January 2nd. So everything is like it just makes it easy. And so I do want to remind you that, again, this is an integration and not a sync. So what I mean by that is whatever I write, like if I was to write in this right here on my actual planner, it's not going to automatically show up in Google Cal. But if I were to open it up, and let's try that, I'm going to do January 3rd here and say I want to add something to Google Cal here. If I was to write in Google Cal and say, like, soccer game here, and I save it, when I go to January 3rd here, it will show up. Oh, I didn't set a start time. It's not an all-day event. Yep, there we go. Save. And now the soccer game is there. And so it just kind of makes it very simple to integrate between like what we're managing our schedules on and keeping our goals all together, which was like the heart behind Sierra even doing this. But now we can bring it even more aligned with our schedules and calendars. And so also with the horizontal, you can also click on the date and it will run the shortcut as well. And when you click on add it as a reminder, you can simply write on it. Let's just say I say, like, I'm just going to write cat, for instance. And then you can pick which list you want to put it in. If you're into reminders, say it's like life admin. Do I want to give myself an alert? I like doing this when it comes to my goals, y'all. So like, if I have a goal to like, you know what, I want to run a 5K this year. Okay, well, I got to sign up for it first. I can just set the reminder in there, set it, I want to do it by this date and put the date, give myself an alert. And it gets really as detailed as you want. And you can pick the date and time and all of that. So it's literally up to like, it's literally all available to you and whenever you want to use it. And so I really like this integration. And again, that's just the flow. And then it goes back to your weekly actions, just like in our standard planner. And then you have your weekly reflections. And so that's pretty much how it's set up. A few ways that I really like using it. I really found that I enjoyed using the vertical for like overviews of stuff. And then I found that I love journaling in the horizontal layout. So if you're in the comments, let me know what are your plans for like using the different layouts. If you are a vertical, horizontal, what are the different ways that you use it? Sometimes my weekly actions, this is when they were affirmations. But I'm giving you a sneak peek of some of the stickers coming your way here. But there's just different ways that you can set it up, whether you're keeping track of your routines, your to-do lists, workouts, whatever. You can literally use this however you want. We also have inserts that work in our flagship. This was our compact insert that we released mid-year. It also works within your flagship. And then you know how I talked about that daily insert? You can also integrate that too. So if you have a super busy day, you can simply just copy this daily layout. And I'm going to give you a quick tutorial here. You're just going to click those 3 dots and you're going to press copy page and you're going to go to wherever you want to post it, wherever you want to paste it. So if I wanted to paste it after this page, I can add it and say paste page, and then I have it. So it's right there. It's very simple to like copy and paste pages back and forth. And so, yeah, that is pretty much our flagship. Again, you have that notes built-in notebook for you. But that's pretty much how our flagship works this year. And if y'all have any questions about it, make sure you let us know, and Courtney's going to mark them for us. So,
yes,
oh, sorry. I was going to say, I think this is the year I might end up trying to really go digital. Like, this is unbelievable what you have done.
I love our flagship planner, our weekly planner, and I love using the different layouts. And a lot of questions, a lot of times we get asked like, okay, do I go with the daily? Do I go with the weekly? And honestly, it just depends on if you're a weekly planner or if you're a daily planner. I like using my iPad in landscape mode, so this tends to work for me. And I personally like the planner book aesthetic. So I also really like the Flagship for that reason. So yeah.
And if you've been a Flagship user since the beginning, you know that this is a workhorse. And Darian, everybody's commenting, you've put so much thought and detail into this that it's truly amazing. I just want everybody to see for a second what all of the different features that are included in this weekly planner for the Flagship digital. It has everything, friends. It is the horizontal, the vertical layouts. We have all of those different hyperlinks that are integrated, so you don't have to worry about swiping through different pages. You can just literally click a button and it will take you to a different place in your planner that you need to go, whether it be monthly or weekly or your goal setting section. And not only that, but you also can do those calendar integrations. No more pulling up one thing on your phone so you can add in that event and then going back to your iPad. You can just do it all right in your Flagship. So you have all of that, including all of the different note paper templates. Basically, everything you love about Moxy has been put into this Flagship planner. And you can get it when everything goes on sale for the digital launch on November 29th. This is amazing. I think we have some new digital converts from this.
Yes, I love. And again, if you're new to our system, I always recommend our weekly planner. It's like it was our original planner from the jump, and again, all our planners have that goal instruction. So if you're like, okay, like I don't know about the weekly actions, you can click the goal instruction, and it will help you and give you all of like the tools that you need to set good weekly actions and set good goals. I'm very protective of the process and the system of our Moxy Life, and so I wanted to make sure that was reflective in our digital products. So yeah.
And that's what I really love about the digital is that you're able to highlight the different aspects of the actual goal setting system and have really easy access. I mean, we can do that with our physical with bookmarks, but it's just different when it's laid out. And you've thought of navigation so amazingly. It's just beautiful.
Yes. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Now,
yes.
For our planners who need a little bit more on a day-to-day, Darian, you've been working on something special, and I'm really excited for everyone to see what's coming up next. Our digital goal setting and daily planner. Tell us all about it.
Yes. So I love our daily is like a beast. Like I think this is probably our most robust planner to date because I take pride in the fact that this is the only daily planner that fully has our Moxy Life system also fully integrated into it. And so everything is hyperlinked in this planner. You're going to find a hyperlink everywhere. And so it's very similar. It's very similar in how our Flagship set up. You have your intro page, your info page, our pep talk from Sierra, and then you have your table of contents. Very similar. It's just like our Flagship where you can go to different note paper templates. You can go to different parts of your 12 subject notebook. And then you can access different parts of your goal setting system, whether it be your monthly goals, your reflections, your intentions page. And then you still have that resource tab. It's just right here. And so our daily planner is set up in portrait mode, which as you can see. And so you're going to see one page at a time versus in our Flagship where you see 2 pages at a time. And so when you click the resources, it's very similar. All the things that I just talked about in our weekly planner, you have access to also in our daily planner. And the prep work pages are all the same. You still have that same integration, but versus it being tabs, you now have it embedded into the page. It's like icon driven versus being tab driven. So I can easily click this and it will take me to, different parts of the compass assessment in different times of the year, just like it did in the Flagship. And you have your assessment scoring. The same prep work pages are also all there and embedded. And then we get into our annual goals. Now, versus saying goal instructions, the big thing here is we now have a question mark. You had this before, but I want to highlight it. But the question mark will take you to the annual goal setting part. Again, I want to make sure you have everything you need to set the good goals. Okay. I want you to not good goals. I want you to set great goals. I want you to set Moxy Life goals. Okay. So the
Good
question mark
goals.
is, I know. So that will take you back to that part. And then you can also still access your monthly goals and break those annual goals down and throughout your like months if you want to. And so that is pretty much that. And then let's go to the monthly layout here. And your tabs all work the same. You have tabs for each month, just as if you were to open up a daily planner, and then you have your yearly overview. Real quickly, on this page, you should know that if you click on any date, it will take you to it.
What?
So yes, I love this page is really cool. It will take you to any day in your daily planner. When I say this thing has so many hyperlinks, it has so many, and you can click on it, it will take you to the month, but I can click on any random day and it will take me to that coordinating day. And so that is something you should know about your yearly overview. But let's dive a little bit into the flow of the daily planner. So the thing with the daily is that your month is dated, your weeks are dated, and your daily pages are all dated. So everything is hyperlinked together. And how that works is if you click on a day on your daily spread, it will take you to that day. But say you're like, but Darian, I want to get to my week. I want to see my week at a glance and from my daily monthly view. You're just going to click the weeks up here. We just have them embedded. So I can click on week 3 and it will take me to my weekly overview and that page. The one thing I love about our daily is just that it all just works so really well together. And so I love that I can access my weeks and my days from just my monthly view, the planning pages that I need. And then after your monthly spread, but before I even do that, these are your app icons. So versus having those tabs at the bottom like we had in our flagship, these app icons will take you to, there's a little compass wheel that will take you to your monthly goals. The heart will take you to your monthly reflections. The notebook will take you to the notebook. And then the calendar will take you back to the calendar. And so that is hyperlinked for each month. So whatever daily pages, weekly goal setting pages, a part of that month, you can easily go back to the monthly pages from those icons. And so that is the monthly overview. And then we go into our January goals. And again, you have those hyperlinks at the top here that will take you to your month. And then we also have your annual goals, and that question mark will take you, you know it, to how to set good monthly goals. And so that's what that question mark will do. And so you have 2 pages of your annual goals, and then we go into our reflections. This is also reflected in our daily. We wanted to make sure we updated these pages. Sierra, can you talk really quickly about how the coaching tips are specifically for each week, like how you were intentional about how you pick those coaching tips?
Yeah. So I've been working with this system with people since I started life coaching. And one of the things that I had kind of the ability to observe in working with people one-on-one was seeing how their process like waned and rose and waned as they were going through the year. And when I sat down and I wrote Moxy Life and all of the instructions and the coaching tips, I went through what I noticed to be kind of the ebb and flow of the natural progression of motivation, inspiration, and where we tend to get in our own ways or where we come against challenges or stumbling blocks. And they're also kind of timed with time of the year and different seasons. So, we have different things to consider in summer months, around the holidays, around the new year. And so all of the coaching tips have actually been designed to really be time specific and to kind of build off of each other. So in weeks that maybe didn't have something that I thought was maybe necessary to talk about, say in like a June, we'll be reinforcing some of the concepts around, gratitude, personal growth, self-care, all of those types of things. But the first 3 months very specifically are to be a companion, like a life coach companion in your ear. It's like me talking to you. If you and I were meeting one-on-one, what I would say to you of things to consider that I think are the most important in those first 3 months. So that's really where that was my thing, the first 3 months.
I love that. And I love that we updated this page. I really think it's cool. And you can honestly, y'all, this journal prompt, you can easily just like go to your notebook page from here and do all your journaling prompts right here in your notebook if you wanted to, which I love that idea of doing that. And then with your weekly reflections, the big thing I want to make sure you guys are aware of, you have these arrows here. And so that didn't show on the first one because it was the first weekly reflections, but your arrows take you to each week's weekly reflections because there's so many pages in between your daily. And so you can easily jump between your weekly reflections from week to week. And the same thing works with your weekly actions. You can jump from weekly actions from week to week. And because this is dated, you can see the dates there, so you know which week you're working with. And then the same thing for the weekly overview. You can easily switch between your different weeks in your weekly overview with the help of those arrows up there. And then when it comes to the weekly overview, I love that those are also dated. So when you go to your weekly overview, you can click the day from your week. Or if you want to be fancy, you can click the date from your monthly calendar because that's also hyperlinked to take you to your day. We just wanted to make it easy for you to get to whatever day that you need because, again, this is the type of person who is probably like taking a lot of lists. You probably got a lot going on where you need a daily planner. And so, and someone's like, hey, can we do da 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 this day? You can easily go to that day, write it down, have that reminder however you want it. And so, one thing when it comes to the dates here, I want to share with you where that new shortcut integration is because we had to add it here too. Any planner that is dated has that shortcut integration. So you're just going to click that date here. You're going to press yes, and that shortcut will run. And you can now also keep track of the things that you are writing in your Google Cal, Apple Cal, and your reminder. And it will also open up that coordinating day. So that's January 21st, and you'll see January 21st pop up. And so I just think that's really, really cool. But that's pretty much how our daily works. I just want to share with you kind of the flow of it so you're aware. You have your weekly reflections, you do your weekly actions, you can plan your week out, and then you go into 7 daily pages. And then after your 7 daily pages, it all repeats. And so that's why the hyperlinks in this particular planner is so cool. So you don't, some of us maybe like swiping. If you like swiping, swipe away. But if you're like, I'm not trying to swipe, you can easily access whatever you need from your daily page with the help of the icons. And so that is our daily. And I also want to know, because there's also a change here, we added a new note paper template. You actually have now the legal style. I love this template because I love our notebooks, our spiral notebooks. And so I really like that template. And so we added it into the daily here as well. And so you can easily copy and paste that page into anywhere that you need to. So I'm going to share a little bit about how I like setting up my daily. Sometimes I like getting creative and using all the stickers. And then some weeks I like using it for like health and wellness. And so I can use it for movement. I can do my meal prepping here. I can encourage myself with, affirmations if I wanted to. And then if, when it comes to the daily, there's just different, I tend to be a little bit more functional. I just like to, it's very functional. This is an example of how I would usually set it up here. And then that's pretty much how I would do it. And then again, sometimes I like being creative and adding all the stickers, but that's pretty much our daily planner. Again, if you have questions about the daily, make sure you put them in the comments so we can make sure we answer them towards the end of the live.
I have one.
Yes.
Because this was the first page. How many hyperlinks are there?
I can't even tell you. Like, I was working with our design editor a couple days ago, and I got to see a list of and it just kept going and going and going and going. There's well over 10,000 for sure. There's way over 10,000 hyperlinks in this thing. There's so many. I should ask her. I should be like, does it give you a count on the hyperlinks? And I will definitely report back and let you know.
And you guys, not only is it created, right, when you create the planner, but we actually have someone on the team who goes through and QCs every hyperlink to make sure that there's no mistakes. It's a process.
She is the queen, Jess. Jess does all of our hyperlink fact checking, and amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That is just fabulous. And again, just all of the thought and the creativity. I know people are going to be wondering like where they can get inspiration for those digital spreads. So if you are on Instagram, if you go to our Moxy Life account, we have digital stuff that comes up there for your inspiration. But let us know in the comments. Okay, are you going to be weekly planner, or are you going digital, or are you figuring out a way to do all of it? Because I am being converted in real time. I was already impressed with everything, but I'm like, okay, well, I guess here we go, right?
Yes.
Amazing. So, y'all, this is the daily goal setting planner, the digital. It has, again, all of those thousands of hyperlinks that will help you navigate from your different months and days to your goal setting. And don't forget those icons in the top that will help you to remember how to make goal setting, how to make your process move along more smoothly, because you don't have to figure it out on your own. It's all right there in your planner. We have those notebooks, those templates. And again, I cannot get over the digital calendar integrations. So you can set up those reminders, you can set up those events that you have coming up right as you're in the midst of thinking them while you're going through your binder. So this and the other weekly planner is all coming out. I know you guys are waiting, but it's coming out really soon on November 29th.
Yes.
But if you're like, I don't know about the dated stuff, I'm interested in what we might have. All right, you have another planner, especially if you're looking at hybrid. You don't want to miss the digital companion notebook.
Yes.
Is taking it to the next level for hybrid, I think, especially.
I'm so excited to share our digital companion notebook. But before I do, I want to have Sierra talk a little bit, because I remember when you first came out with our flagship and you were like, I want to create this notebook.
Yeah.
With just our goal setting system. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. I would have launched with it to begin with, but as a new business, I'm like, we just need to make sure that people like the system and it works. And of course it did. And we sold out, and I'm like, okay, now it's time to bring our second product. And this was the one I was most excited for, because I have been a planner girl essentially since I could hold a pen. I have been writing things down in a planner. And I know that when you find your system or whatever works for you, it's really hard to make that change. And so I know that asking people to take our weekly planner and use it as a goal setting system would require them to leave their beloved planning system that they may already like. So if somebody is a brand loyalist with another company, or you have a different type of planner, or you are a digital planner, or you just don't even plan, like if you just live by GCal, I'm like, how can we get the product in their hands that will allow them to goal set in a meaningful way and have a system? So it's not just setting goals at the beginning of the year, but actually having a system that pulls you through and reminds you of the work to stay in your goals, adjusting, revising, taking action and seeing what's working, what's not working. And I wanted to have a product that allowed people to do that. So I created the companion notebooks, which were 4 quarterly notebooks, and they were big enough. We designed them to be big enough to put inside of planner pockets. It is the number one product that I have been asked to create different variations, but very specifically digital. And we thought we may never bring it out, but you ask and you shall receive.
Yes, y'all, when we first, you're like, is the companion notebook going to be digital? Which
Yeah.
I get, because you're like, I love my paper planner, but I want to do like more in-depth goal setting. Like I want to be able to copy all the pages and all the things. And so here's our companion digital notebook. It's very similar to our daily, just how our daily is set up. However, the biggest thing, everything's the same, but the biggest thing is that our months are undated. So you can pick this up. That was me showing, like I added some stickers because I wanted y'all to see like how I would, do the thing. But it's undated. So you can use it anytime. You can pick this up in the middle of the year. And the thing is, the reason why I didn't like leave the tabs blank is because I really, again, our system, I wanted you to be able to access your January goals and see how that connected to your January reflections. I wanted you to be able to, go back and see how, everything can stay connected within that month. So again, everything is very similar. This is set up exactly like our daily planner, but without the weekly overview and without the daily pages. This one, because it's undated, there is no shortcut integration. It's very straightforward, and it just gets our system into your hands. You have 12 subject notebook. You have 5 different note paper templates. You have your blank. You have your dot grid. So you can honestly literally use this notebook however you want. And then you also have your legal. I did a little joy list. And so you can use it however you want to set it up. The one thing that I also really enjoy is because some months have 4 weeks 1 year, some weeks might have 5. So we decided to give you 5 weeks in between each monthly view. And so the one thing is when you click on that week from your monthly spread here, it will take you to that week's weekly actions. Because there's no planning pages, it's just our goal setting system. So what it looks like is you have your monthly overview, and then you have your monthly goals. And again, y'all know what I added. You know what I added? I added this beauty right here because I'm trying to make sure y'all are in the know, and we ain't just setting any kind of goals out here, but we're setting goals that are aligning with our hearts, the things that we set back in the annual goals that we set. We want to make sure we're staying on top of it. We want to keep it all there and ready. So anyway, you have your monthly overview, and then you go into your goals. Then from there, this is where the bulk of the planner is. You have your weekly reflections. Now, this one doesn't have the coaching tips because, again, those were specifically placed to be with certain parts of the year. And someone might pick this up in July. Some of you might pick it up in March. Some of you might pick it up next Friday and start in December, And so we wanted this to be able to grow with you. And so you still have your space to write your reflections each week. And then you go into your weekly actions. Those arrows will also take you to just your weekly actions without feel like you having to swipe. But anyway, you have 5 weeks of weekly actions and weekly reflections. And then at the end of that, you're going to have your monthly reflections. And so that is pretty, this is literally the heartbeat, all of this, how you're seeing it all flow. That's our Mäksēlife system, setting goals, reflecting. And so, yeah, I really like this. And so that is essentially our companion notebook. Again, let me know if you have questions. I'm just going to give you a little quick tip here because I'm that kind of person and I want to make sure I set y'all up for success. So here's the thing with digital planning, because this is undated. So say you're like, okay, this was March is date, but next month, the dates are different. How might I change this? One thing that I like to do is I would take my digital stickers here and I want to add them as an element. And I'm just going to say, I'm going to put this, under Mäksēlife templates. And so now when I go to April, the quick way to just simply date it here is I have it, but say I need to just rearrange it. I can just use my lasso tool and remove these things down. So I can just move it over and just move my dates over like so.
Oh my God. This is,
changing them has never been super. So now it just kind of moves like so. And it's just really easy to rechange my dates.
I love this. Now, I want to give you guys a little bit of hybrid mindset around this. So if you are not a digital planner, but you want to do hybrid, this is a really great part of the system that you can start to integrate and get comfortable with digital planning. And I plan on using this.
Yes.
Setting my goals because I like going in and spending time kind of playing around with my annual goals. I save all of my images for my vision board in Pinterest, and I like doing my vision board digitally. And so I'm like, I'm going to have my goals and have this be my workbook. And I'm going to do this with my husband as well. So this is I see this as kind of the goal setting workbook. If you are not even into planning, or you're using our planners or a different planner somewhere else, and you just want to have the ability to have your goals in a digital format, this is the way to go. Plus it's evergreen, you guys. That's the other thing. You can use this year after year after year since it's not dated. So that's a huge deal.
And there's this tab here that I really enjoy. I love this page. If you go to your yearly overview, you just kind of have a page where you can like do your yearly planning. And so I really enjoyed this. And I kind of like wrote down, like you can write down like goals that you're focusing on for each month and kind of just plan it all out here too. Kind of piggybacking a little bit off what Sierra said, like really using this to like flesh out your goals and really get into the nitty gritty, and then taking that back into your paper planner and like fleshing that out, you know, and just like, okay, so I'm working on this month, but having a place to kind of like keep it all together. And so that's our.
I love this too, because as you were showing the notebook, I was thinking, okay, 12 months, 12 sections. You, like you said, you could put your answers to your reflections, so much stuff that you could use that for. I love that. My brain is going pinging with ideas.
Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you do with it.
And one of the things I know I'm going to use it for is I often have a work planner and I will rewrite my categories and for work. And this is perfect because so much is constantly changing and being shifted around that instead of having to deal with it in the paper, this is going to give me so much flexibility for reworking things a little bit for work. I can't wait.
Yes.
That's the other thing with digital that I love is that you can create those the elements that, like you did.
Mm-hmm.
And if you wanted to redo, those of you who want like a Monday start, you could change how the calendars work, or if you want to recategorize the goal categories. I know some people do that. It's really easy to do with all of these digital products, which I love.
Yes. And I will say, like, when you guys purchase our flagship, our daily, our companion notebook, you do get free digital stickers, and you get the free digital covers, which I'm going to share them all with you, and the app icons. And those are also, we have them as collection files, so you can easily access them from your, like, within GoodNotes, like I just showed here, where you can simply access it all from right there that we were talking about. So whether it be your app icons or your covers, you can also put them within your planner. So you said that, and I wanted to make sure y'all knew that you can also just, versus having to drag and drop everything over, you can just save it into your elements feature, because I love that feature. It's the best. That's what makes GoodNotes GoodNotes. Mm-hmm.
That is perfect. So just to recap, everyone, the digital companion notebook that has been long awaited and much requested, it's going to give you those same hyperlink table of contents. It has all of those integrations, those tabs that will allow you to go not only to the different months, but also those weeks of goal setting, whether you go in order or you skip around and have a week here and there. And then you have the 12 subject digital notebook at the end, which is going to allow you to take the digital companion notebook and use it for really whatever kind of planning you need it to be. It's going to allow you to get into everything. And it's undated. So you are good to go. Honestly, November 29th. Get into it. You don't have to wait.
You don't got to wait. You can start.
You can. You don't have to wait. Now, I am extra excited about the next product we're going to share. I know we have some friends from Club Moxy, our life coaching membership community that we host, and there has been something that our clubbies have been asking for since digital existed and Club Moxy existed together. So, Darian, will you please show us a little bit about the new Club Moxy digital notebook to get into all of this personal growth and development that we are doing over in Club?
Absolutely. I am really excited about this. Only for like there's a lot that I'm excited about. Let me make sure I get my iPad here, right here. Yep. Come on, iPad. Nope, you want to go like this? Okay, well, we'll do it like this. Okay. So I'm excited about this because when we came out with the Club Moxy binder, if there's one thing we love at Mäksēlife, it's a good system. We love a good system. And so when you're a part of Club Moxy, you get these worksheets where we go a little bit in depth into mindset and goal setting. I'm going to show you. Let me just show you. Okay, so it's a system where you can kind of keep track of all of your Mäksēlife worksheets. And so you get two little cute covers here, your Club Moxy notebook, and then you have a a way of life mindset. And so you can pick and choose your cover. And then we kind of go into, so this is specific for clubbies. So versus like our current digital notebook where you can pick and choose like what you want to label it, this is already labeled for you. So you have your getting started section, your challenge sections, and this is how you will organize your worksheets. And so with our digital notebook, you also get access to over 20 note paper templates that you can also integrate. So if you're taking notes throughout our training, it also makes it a little bit easier to kind of keep all of that together. And versus the tabs being numbers, you have your icons here, but the tabs here on the side all will take you to the different parts of our goal setting. And I like that it's just so cute. I like the labels here. But when you click on it, it will take you to that tab, getting started. We have our challenges, we have mindset, we have goal setting, your coaching tips, mental health, resources. We give book recommendations, bonus trainings, which are always fun. And then we have a note section. And then I have a little tab here if you want to store your favorite stickers. And then I also included the hex code colors because, we got to make sure our highlighters and pens are reflective of our goals, right? So you have that there as well. Now, the thing that I want you to know, I want to share with you a little bit about how this works. So you have your note paper templates, and anything that I cover tonight, y'all know that there is a coordinating tutorial video to go with it, because sometimes you're just like, I just want to remember that one little section. Don't worry, there's a tutorial video for that. And then if you need help here, it will also take you to the video on how to use this particular notebook here. Okay, I didn't want you to talk about it, okay? Come on, YouTube. Okay, thank you. You're doing a lot. YouTube's trying to take over. But so it has a whole tutorial video on how to set this up as well. So you have lined, I'm just going to let you know all the papers that you have. You have line, dot grid, grid, blank, a checklist, which will come in handy for the Club Moxy challenges, to list column. You have Cornell style, because we take notes. I love Cornell notes. So you have it in line, you have it in grid, dot grid, in blank, however you choose to use it. You have your legal style, 4 boxes. Again, whatever our challenge is, there's like a coordinating note paper template that you can use. And then you have 2 lists here. You have 4 checklists. We love a good checklist. We also have it set up like this, and then a combine board style if you like it. This is also available. And then this habit tracker just makes my heart so happy. So if there's a specific thing that you're trying to track each day based off of the work we're doing in Club Moxy, you can also integrate that. Storyboard, a monthly calendar if you want to put all your Club Moxy dates in here, you can do that or use it however you want. And then there's, I know we got some musicians out there, so there's also sheet music. I was like, what's the 20th note paper template? And so we also incorporated that. Now, the thing is like, okay, Darian, but what about my worksheets? How do I make my worksheets? So when you get your worksheets in Club Moxy, you get them as PDF files. And so my thing is I just like screenshotting them. And when I screenshot them, I save them as photos. And so I like to keep all of my Club Moxy, you can see up here, right there. And I just have like a little album that I keep where it's just worksheets. And so what you're going to do is I'm going to go to I'm going to just use our blank note paper template here. And I'm just going to copy the page. And I want to paste this worksheet behind mindset. And I'm going to go to add page upper here in this upper right-hand corner. And I'm just going to add the page and paste it. And then all I have to do is take that sticker and add it. So that one was showing it in the planner. So this is our worksheets. This is from our momentum training. And all you have to do is add it to your notebook, and then it's there. So now when you go to your mindset section, let me go out of editing mode here. I now have my worksheets that are related for Club Moxy. And the trick here, one small tip here, and I got a video to help you out here, is I like to toggle off image, because you just took your PDF and just made it into an image. And now I can write on it. I can star certain parts of it. And there's just so much, you could use this however you want. And so that's pretty much our Club Moxy notebook. And I hope you really enjoy it, clubbies, and you're able to like just use it to help you do good work here that we're doing in Club Moxy. So yeah.
And it allows you to take that work on the road. You don't have to go to your printer and print things off. You can just be traveling and you can go to your training, your monthly training, and you can have that stuff right at your fingertips, which is the accessibility we need.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
My word. And also, clubbies, I don't want you to forget, remember, you have a special clubby perk for a discount. You can use it towards this digital notebook. So don't forget to use that with our digital goodies.
Yes. And so that is our Club Moxy notebook. And we got a few other things coming your way, also digitally, that I'm really excited to talk about. Or do you want to tell us what's coming up next?
I do. And I just want to give you guys a shout out, like a little behind the scenes of what happens at Mäksēlife is not only are Sierra and the whole team thinking about the different items that were coming out for a launch, but there's always the thought of how do we help everyone use these things? How do we help people to set goals? We don't just need to give you something to write your goals, and we want to help you to achieve them. And so two of the very exciting things we have coming up are our digital inserts for the quarterly goals toolkit and a digital insert for annual goal setting. And these two toolkits are going to help you to take what you're doing in your digital planning already and just bring them to the next level.
And I want to reiterate, these are all evergreen, so you can use them over and over and over and over again.
Y'all, when I say I'm so excited about these toolkits, like this might be like, I mean, I was really excited about the flagship, but I literally think this is the thing I am most excited about for this digital launch. I'm going to share with you why. So it's literally our physical toolkits, but we made them digitally so you can use them in your digital planners. I'm going to show you all the ones that you get. And they are compatible with both our flagship, our companion notebook, our regular digital notebook, our daily. You can use them anywhere. And so I'm really excited. So this is our annual toolkit. In your annual toolkit, you get a perpetual calendar. You get compass assessment worksheets. And so I just want to let you see all the ones that you're getting. And then I'm going to show you the different ways that you can use them here. And so you have compass assessment worksheets for each area of life. And then you have powerful questions in each area of life. And then you also have your personal values, your AM and PM routines. You have goal setting quick tips. And then you have your personal mission statement, your word of the year. And so those are your annual ones. Now, your quarterly ones, I want you to be able to see this in both formats. This is your quarterly. This is what you get quarterly. So you get a reset checklist. You get a monthly recap. You get your quarterly intentions, a seasonal bucket list, your gratitude, yes and no list, quarterly reflections, wins and highlights. And now what I did here was I simply just rotated my page because what we did, we created inserts, the quarterly for the landscape mode inserts. I want my stuff to fit. I want it all. For me, I wanted it all to look right. So we have inserts. You'll see that you get two when you get your digital downloads, and it's going to say weekly and daily. The daily one is used for your portrait mode planners like this because it fits perfectly here. And so you see that in your quarterly goals, your ideal week, and your monthly tracker. So those are all the ones with your quarterly goals. Now, y'all, when I say I am most excited about these, I really mean it because there's so much you can do with it. One thing that I like doing, so you can do your like reflections and then you can put like the monthly recap right next to it, which I'm like, yes, like you can literally put these throughout your planner. Like you can put them in your planner. You can honestly put them in your notebook. You could take our toolkits and our digital notebook and create your own thing, and just live your best life and go, set your goals however you need. If you want a little bit more flexibility, get a toolkit, get a notebook, and set some good goals. So this is one way that you can use them. Another way that you, and this was inspired by our friend Emily. Y'all, Emily is so amazing. She showed this and I was like, I have got to do this. Because with the inserts, one thing that you can do is you can crop them and you can size them and reposition them. So I took one of our toolkits and I just cropped it and I just focused on the quick tips from the physical. So now I can essentially create this page in my annual goals where I can go really in depth on what kind of goals I want to set that year in that area of life. I can set my goals and then I can have the questions at the forefront of what I should be asking myself in this area of life. What I just love, I can stare at this page all day. I just think these toolkits are really great. And then also, like I said, these work in our daily planner as well. So you can, at your monthly recap, after your monthly reflections, you could create a page in your notes section as well, where you just keep all your quarterly stuff. And so, yeah, this is our toolkits. You can format them how, ever you want. Sierra, like, what was your heart when you were like, okay, I want to like bring these to market for our physical products? Like, why? Like, I know why, but I need the world to know why.
Yeah. I wanted to put the flagship, our weekly planner. I could only put so many pages in it, so you guys weren't carrying around a Webster's dictionary. And so I had to cut out certain aspects of the system that I would have loved to kind of go deeper on. And so the toolkits are that piece, that kind of added piece that will take you just a little bit deeper. And the toolkits are, in my mind, what it would be like if you had hired me as your life coach to help you set your goals, and the questions that I would ask you, the considerations that I would have you think of before setting your goals, or even after, or doing a quarterly kind of refresh. These are all the things that I think kind of just add on to the process and the system and personalize it. And instead of just saying, okay, go set goals and here's the instructions, it's like, okay, really, are those goals, have you considered all aspects of that area of life? Because we all have blind spots. We have certain things, certain areas of life that we consider more than others. And so this is just a way for you to just stay really well-rounded with all of your areas of life. And these the worksheets to work you through the compass assessment are a really big missing piece that I would have loved to include in the planner. But it's allowing you to really identify what it's going to take for you to go from where you're at on your score to where you want to go, and really flesh it out instead of it just being kind of something that's going on in your mind and then you write down your annual goals. So that's the one piece that I really like about it. Shawnee had asked if this was for clubbies only. No, this is the clubby notebook. That's for clubbies. I don't know that anyone who wasn't in club would want to use that, but these toolkits are for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I already know someone had asked, yes, this also fits in our companion notebook. So you can use the toolkits. They fit perfectly in our companion notebook. The one thing that I want to let you in on is that when you get this file, you're going to get two files. You're going to get a file that has all of the images, because what these toolkits are is that they're large, like stickers, they're large worksheets. And then I also included a dot collection file. And anytime you see like a zip file that says dot collection or dot GoodNotes, know that it was made for GoodNotes. Collection means it was made for Elements. So you can easily just import your toolkits and put them right here in your Elements, like so, and have access to it, and just always have them at your built into your planner, so you're not like switching between files if that's not your jam. And then I just like to resize them however I like to see fit. Sometimes maybe you don't want to see the border. If you don't want to see the border, you can just, if you don't want to see the rainbow and you want to be on your neutral game, you can also do that. So it's literally I love these. This is probably the thing I'm most looking forward to, because it's great. You did so great, Sierra. Great. Like, just all the questions you asked. I just really think it's really cool.
How you've been able to turn all of these into digital products that are so like intuitive. The user interface, the user experience is so amazing. Will you remind people who are new, like me, if we're like watching all of this and thinking, oh my gosh, I want this, how do I get started? How do I know what I'm doing with each one of these products?
Yes. So the biggest thing that I'm going to tell you here is one, we have a whole tutorial playlist on our YouTube channel, but it's also embedded into your all of your planners. If you go to resources here, you go to watch tutorial videos. This is where I'm going to answer all of your questions. You're going to see inside of our digital weekly planner, inside of our daily, everything that I kind of covered. I'm going to break it down even more. I go into the steps on how to import your digital stickers. I show you how to set up that app shortcut. I also show you how to import the calendar and reminders. Literally, whatever question that you have, it's here. And then if you still have more questions, we have a FAQ page where it's like, if you're like, how do I know if my device is compatible? On our FAQ page, we kind of went down into like, okay, you have to have an iPad of this generation. Is my app compatible? These are apps that we know are compatible and what we recommend. And so we kind of, and then also in these videos, we included the link to that FAQ page as well. So if you have questions, and then y'all join our digital planning Facebook group. If you're not a part of it, what you doing? Come join us over there. Like literally, if you ask a question there, we have a lot of people who can help answer your questions. If you're like, hey, it's giving me this weird error thing on my iPad, there's usually someone there that can help you out. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're on the fence or you're not sure, because this is a lot of information and we're throwing a lot of stuff at you, if you're like, okay, I want to know more about the toolkits, or I want to know more about the daily planner or the companion notebooks, go to the tutorials so that you can kind of refresh your mind about like the functionality of it, if it's really going to work for your process, kind of have that be a follow-up, because she really covered everything there. You're amazing. You're amazing.
I just want to make sure y'all have everything you need, because we're trying to set Moxy life goals. We're not trying to set no more good goals. We're going for great goals.
Yeah. Goosebump goals.
Goosebump goals.
Goosebumps. Yeah.
I appreciate how you guys have thought of all of the different ways that people set goals and how we learn and how we think. Because again, like for some people, that annual goal setting is going to be where it's at, where you're thinking about the year, especially December, everybody's exciting. You're looking forward to 2025. But then for a lot of us, it really helps us to break it down into that quarterly too. And so the ability to not just have the big picture of all year, but then look at it a little bit more detailed every quarter is chef's kiss. It is perfection.
I love that.
And they're evergreen, you guys. You can use them year after year.
You really can. I love our products. All right. I think we have Courtney, you do you. I'm gonna stop talking.
I'm excited because not only do we have like the functional and beautiful at the same time, but we also have some special treats that you've made for us that get some of the gorgeous Moxy Life images and prints that we have been waiting for to be on our digital. So y'all check out, Darian's going to go through these so you can see each one up close. Tell us about the digital covers.
Yes. I mean, seriously, we have to add the digital covers. So you get them all. You get the artist series covers, and then you also get the interchangeable side of it. And so y'all, you can use these covers as backdrops for your iPhone, your iPad. You can use them in your planner. There's literally, because they're images, so you can use them and crop them and make them work for however you want. I love our digital covers. They're just so cute. And so there's multiple ways that you get a bonus too. There's like these affirmation covers and the color palette this year that you also get. So surprise. So this one says, fall in love with the process of becoming the very best version of yourself. There's a past version of yourself that's so proud of how far you come. Soar beyond the skies of limitation. Your potential knows no bounds. And then you were born to be real and not perfect. So yeah, these are the same covers from our spring launch, but we put them in our Moxy Life colors this year. So you also get those. Surprise. But how this pretty much works is I love using this to kind of set up the year. So this is pretty much how this year's going into 2025. But if you look at my 2024, you can kind of see how I did this previous year with our previous covers. And so I like it because, again, we love a good system, but we also want that system to look really nice. Okay.
Mhm.
So you can have it where it looks like you can see the border outline. That's one way that you can have your cover set up, or you can cover it fully so you can have that more notebook full line. It's whatever your preference, whatever floats your boat. But again, you get these covers for free if you purchase any planner. So it has to be either our flagship, which is our weekly, our daily, our companion notebook. You get this year's covers. And if you're like, I don't want to buy a planner, but I want them covers because I want to use it, to decorate my iPad and all the things, you can also buy our covers separately as well. So
yeah. And one of the questions that people ask me all the time is, I really would love this for a print to print it out and put it as, a print on my wall, or to use it to anything, like she said, like your backdrop for your iPhone. So this is the way that we're offering those images for you guys.
yes, they're so pretty.
We saw that tease, Darian.
I know,
It was on for a second.
I'm saving the other thing I'm really I keep saying I'm really excited. Like, this is my favorite. This is my favorite.
It's all our favorite. Like, we are with you on that. We can't wait. Tell us what's next.
Okay. Next up is our functional sticker book. Y'all, I'm so excited to share it with you. Okay, so when you get our functional sticker book, you get an actual sticker book that's formatted for GoodNotes. And then, but if you do not have GoodNotes, do not fret. You get all the stickers too. They're just going to be in files versus in a sticker book. Okay, so you can still use all the stickers. So we took this year's cover palette and made them into individual stickers. And I just want to show you how it works. So literally all they are, you want to make sure your images is toggled on here, people. All you're going to do is they're just stickers, and you just have to copy them. And then you can go wherever and paste them and make it work however, but all of your stickers are there in a really nice book, and it just looks really nice. And so you can click on it. The tabs here, the color tabs, are all hyperlinked, and there's over 100 stickers on each page. I believe it's 110 for each page. And so you have your date stickers, you have sticky notes, you have reflection questions, you have flags. You literally, again, I'm a paper, I started I love the stickers. I love the highlighters. I love all the things that make paper planning so much fun, that I am just an advocate of trying to figure out, how do I make this and put it on my iPad? I want to have the stickers. I want to have all the, I want to be able to, yes, put the fun and functional. Yes. And so that is pretty much the heartbeat behind this. Now, this year, what makes this functional sticker book so special is that we included washi strips from this year's color palette. And so we have 4 different sizes so that you can use them on your flagship, on your daily. Literally, you can use them. We went with the covers that weren't strictly white backgrounds, so that you can really see them. And so you have I love this one with Tisa's rainbow. It's just really, really nice. And so there's so many different ways that you can use our digital stickers. And so whether you are setting up, sometimes I love using the vertical layout to do routines and stuff. And this is what makes digital planning so cool. So one thing I can do is I can, say I want my, highlighter to match my digital stickers. I can simply just go to my icon here, and I can say, you know what, I want this color to be this color. So I can just color drop it, and now I have it as a highlighter color, and it matches perfectly. Oh, no, you didn't. Come on. There you go. And oh, no, you didn't pick up my color. There you are. And now I have it. And so it's just really, really nice. And so I love that our stickers can are a part of our planning process. And again, this is really, really cool. And I love the washi strips. They're really fun. You can add them in different parts of your planner. I thought there was a daily that I liked where I added the washi strips. It's somewhere in one of these layouts, y'all. But also, this is from our other previous sticker book. I love using it in the weekly overview. again, you can like just, make planning fun digitally. So those are our digital stickers.
Amazing. This is amazing.
They're absolutely gorgeous. And the ways that you've taken these different elements of what was traditionally in a paper planner and made it so we can have fun setting up our digital space. I just love that we have that carryover. You don't have to sacrifice it.
Yes.
It's
You
so
don't have to sacrifice it. Yes.
Yes. Oh my word. So y'all, don't forget the functional sticker book comes with 8 different colors. So there's 110 functional stickers per color. Per color. You have the exclusive washi tape that is available in this functional sticker book, and it has all of the designs from the 2025 collection that you have been eyeing for all of this time. And then not to forget, again, all of those digital colors and those designs also come in each daily and weekly flagship notebook and the companion notebook, as well as all of the other goodies, the interactive, the hyperlinks. All of it is coming out November 29th, not this Friday, but next Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. So I think someone said 9 more sleeps. 9 more sleeps.
9 more sleeps. Now, y'all, one thing I don't know if you could see this, but with our washi, there actually is like, it looks like, because I'm just one of those people, it looks like it's like tape. So we wanted to make sure we added that. And then again, we wanted that sticky, like feel. So we wanted to make sure it looks like it's like peeling off. I don't know about you, but I geek out over the small things like that. So like, and again, we wanted it to be able to fit. So if you wanted to just use this on this side of your planner, you can use it, or you could use the longer version. Literally you can use it however you use washi tape, use it. So yes. Okay.
Give a huge round of applause to Darian for all of this amazing goodness.
It truly is amazing the way that your brain works and the strengths that you have that come out with all of this. We are all excited. Everybody here is just freaking out right now. They're changing their shopping list as we speak. So I want to get to, go ahead.
Oh, somebody said they need an emergency. I think it was Andrea said she needs an emergency coaching session to work through all the things she's going to buy.
We need to have some reflection right now. I love it. Oh my gosh. And all the confetti. Yes. We're going to get to some of the questions, but before we do, I wanted to just show you guys a reminder of some things that you're going to get with your different purchases. So with all digital orders, you are going to get our 2024 Digital Reflections Notebook. This is going to give you powerful questions to look back on the last year and think about, okay, this is what's happened. This is what I've experienced, what I've learned. And now how are we going to take that into 2025 with our goal setting and the different resources that are available there? And then, of course, with every digital planner that is purchased between launch day, which is November 29th, and December 2nd, you will also get a free private digital planning masterclass. So in addition to the tutorials that come with your planner, this masterclass is going to go and take you further into the digital planning. So those are 2 resources that are coming your way as well. Before we get to those questions too, I got to know, what's your setup now? What is your digital setup for next year, or your hybrid setup?
I'm hybrid. Tell us, Dee.
Okay. So, the weekly, that horizontal and vertical combination makes my heart so happy. I know I'm a weekly planner. I am a weekly person. I want the weekly overview. So I'm thinking the Flagship, and then I use our spiral notebooks here. And so I just kind of use this for work stuff, like throughout the day. We're in meetings and I got to write stuff down. So that is like my dream team. And then, the toolkits, the toolkits and all. So all the digital stuff essentially, but the planner that I'm really going to be like, is my jam, is probably the Flagship.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I wasn't sure, but now that daily, like, when you showed me all those hyperlinks, I can't not have the year overview where I can click it and like plan ahead. Say less.
Planning.
Like, I'm there. So that my Flagship, my paper Flagship are the go get 'em tools for next year.
Yeah.
I love
I'm going to
that.
be hybrid. I'm going to do the companion notebook digital, and I'm planning on doing all my reflections and goal setting in that. And then I always try to do something other than the flagship. I can't, the weekly planner for me, physical, no matter what, even if I have blank spaces, I don't care. There's just something about it that I can't, I've tried to do the daily, which I love. So I don't know. I'm thinking, but I'm also like, could I maybe do the weekly digital? Because then you can have the daily pages in there. Oh, I don't know. I'm
You know, physical and digital, and you just each week you just figure out what you need that week, you know?
Yeah, right. I know. I don't know. This might be the year I kind of go over to digital. We'll see.
But that's the great thing. You can go back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, why not? Just,
Yeah.
whatever you need at the moment is what works best.
And honestly, y'all, like I had like one thing that I like, we didn't highlight them today because they've been around, but like a lot of friends who they're like, how do I get started? I'm like, check out, you know, our guided journals that are digitally. If you're planning, you know, physically, maybe you try journaling digitally, or maybe you try planning digitally and journaling physically. You know, the possibilities are endless.
They are, especially with you, Darian. Like, you make them endless. It's amazing.
You're so kind. Before we get into questions, real quickly, I want to let you know with the masterclass, just kind of share with you what we're going to be going over. So the biggest thing in that masterclass is today I kind of showed you an overview of all the things, but in the masterclass, I'm going to show you kind of like how to do all the cool things. Like, how can I create my own hyperlinks if I want to embed it to like go to my workout videos in another app, or, you know, on YouTube? How can I, you know, customize the layout like how you did with the digital toolkits and make it my own? And so with that, it's just going to be an overview of like all the things that make digital planning so fun and efficient and all of those things. So that's pretty much what we'll be covering in the digital planning masterclass. I'm really excited about it. It's really fun.
And what format will that be delivered in? Because someone asked a little bit more about the masterclass.
Yes. So what we're going to do, it's going to be in a live stream setting, kind of like how we're doing right now. And then you'll also get the recording back. So you would then you can have the recording and revisit it any other time. And so even if you're not able to make us and join us live, you're going to get a recording, and then you're also going to be able to submit your questions. So if you also have questions, I will answer them in real time and like address them throughout the masterclass as well. That will be on Wednesday, December 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wednesday, December 18th. Yes, I want to double check I have the right date. Yes.
Awesome. That's going to be amazing.
And if you guys, not only are you going to be able to watch this on replay, but you're also going to be able to go to our Mäksēlife Facebook group or the digital group or in Club Moxy, and we have a guide for all of the products we have talked about that are launching on November 29th. And so you can check out all the details. You can zoom in and look at all the pictures close up and make your wish list to get ready for that digital launch.
I'm so glad you said that, Courtney, because y'all also, if you wanted to test out which layout before you purchase, we have samples uploaded on our website in our freebie section where you can download our weekly planner, our 2025 weekly planner, and our 2025 digital daily, and you can test it out. The whole purpose of that was so you can see, make sure that your app is compatible. So if you're like, I'm unsure about my app and my tablet, go check out the sample. And we even put links to say, click here so you can see how the hyperlinks work and all of that. So
yeah. It's a great way to play around if you're not sure if digital planning is right for you too. Like I love that you offer that.
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys ready to answer some questions?
Yes.
Okay. We have some broad questions and some very specific ones. I'm just going to go through them willy-nilly. We're going to get them. The first is the sticker colors that we saw both in the flagship and daily planner. Are those the same colors as last year, or is there any difference?
Okay, great question. Is it this question that we're talking about?
Yeah.
Are the sticker? Okay. So you're referring to the free digital stickers that you get. They are still the same as they were last year. The only difference is, so they're still in our same Moxy Life colors. And you get it in the pastel color and the bold color. The only difference is now you now get the numbers, and the number is in our Moxy Life gray. And so you can now, we specifically wanted to add those in case anyone brought the companion notebook, but also for you to like customize your layout with as well. So yes.
Perfect.
Which is nice because if they've already loaded them from the previous year, they don't need to again, except for the numbers, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. You did show us, if you want to go back earlier and watch this in replay early on, Darian covers how to do that Apple and Google Cal integration as well as set reminders. But Darian, it looks like it's pretty straightforward, yeah?
Yeah. And so honestly, there's a whole tutorial video where I go from start to finish. This little blurb here is going to tell you how to do that. You have to go into your settings. We have a shortcut that we created here at Moxy Life for our digital planners that you have to download. But in order for that to work, you have to go into your settings and enable private sharing, and then you download it. And now anytime you open your planner, and I will say that this shortcut integration is only available for Apple and iPad users, but you can have it access in any app. So for instance, if you use Notability, Note Shelf, CalaNote, you can have it in that shortcut. When you set it up, you can customize it to whatever note app that you prefer. And there's a whole tutorial video also under our playlist.
That's perfect.
Everything.
You did. Now, if we are in our flagship planner and I write something in the vertical format, will that go into the horizontal as well, or what gets carried over and what do you customize individually?
Yeah. So if I wrote something in my vertical spread, it's not going to show up in my horizontal. In order for it to get carried over, I would have to copy and paste it over. It's just like with this kind of planning, it's just like using a paper planner. If I was to write something in a vertical layout, it won't magically appear in another like layout. And so you would have to rewrite that. But I will say that I could pull this up. I can open my planner on my phone and see the same spread. I can pull this up on my iPad mini and see the same spread. And so when you access GoodNotes from different devices, you are able to see that same information carry over. Yeah.
Perfect. So wherever you are with whatever device you have, it goes with you.
Yes.
Awesome. Do you by any chance know, will this work on a Windows touchscreen?
I cannot for sure say. If you have a Windows touchscreen, I would recommend downloading our sample and trying it out. I will say that GoodNotes is available. They're available for Apple, Android, and Windows now. But there's also another application. I think it's called Xondo, XODO, that might work well also for Windows tablets that I see a lot of other people use. And if you also look under our FAQ page, I listed some that work, some apps that are compatible with Windows.
Perfect. Now, for all of the different ways you've integrated, and we have the toolkits as well, can you share what will connect? Can you connect the digital notebook to the weekly planner?
So there's two ways to answer this question. The first way is the built-in notebook is already there, but you can create hyperlinks within your planner to take you to different parts of your notebook. I want to be mindful of time, so I will let you know that this is something that we're going to talk about in the masterclass, where I share with you how to build those hyperlinks. So you can connect your weekly planner to different, so if I wanted to connect my weekly planner to maybe my Club Moxy notebook, I could do that. If I wanted to connect, I kept my toolkits in my digital notebook and I kept my flagship separately. I could connect things using the hyperlinks feature. And so we will totally talk about that. And you can also create hyperlinks within your planner. So I could create a hyperlink where, say I wrote an event down on my weekly actions, but I kind of fleshed it out on a notes page. I could create a hyperlink that connects me to that note page from my weekly actions. So that is something that you're able to do. And I promise I'm going to go over how to do that in the masterclass, but I know it would take some time to like walk us through that.
Absolutely. And again, if anybody has questions, you can come to the Moxy Life digital Facebook group, or you can go to the main Moxy Life community Facebook group, or catch us on Instagram. Wherever you need to ask your questions, we are there to give you answers. And you can check out that product guide. But before we wrap up and just have a few more things to share, I wanted to go over all of the different things you saw. And remember, after this, you can go back and hit replay. So this year's collection has a new digital goal setting weekly planner that's going to be coming to you with all of those different hyperlinks and tabs, the notebooks, the calendar integration, and it's the same for that daily goal setting planner as well. 2 dated options that will help you with your goal setting and being intentional about what you're doing every week and month and year. Of course, if you want to go with something that's not dated, we also have the companion notebook where you can go every week or skip around however works best for you. It still has those interactive tabs. It has a 12-subject digital notebook, so you can write down all of the things. And again, Darian has those tutorials available with all of it to make sure that you know how to use the resource that you have in front of you. If you're one of our clubbies, don't forget to get a Club Moxy digital notebook to store all of your worksheets. When you have those trainings, those guest speakers that come in and those Q&As, store all of that goodness in your digital planning system. And then keep working on that growth with our quarterly goal toolkits that you can insert right into those planners and your annual goal toolkits. Of course, the prettiness is always there. And so every planner is going to come with all of the colors, all of the different covers that we have available. And you can also purchase a functional sticker book to add in hundreds of different colorful reminders, notes, and events that you have coming up in your life. And don't forget, you get freebies. With every digital planner purchase on November 29th through December 2nd, you're going to get a private digital planning masterclass, and you will get a 2024 Digital Reflections notebook. So, y'all, there is a lot to think about.
So good.
Darian, remind us again when this goes live.
Yes, so this goes live on Friday, November 29th, y'all, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Did I get that right? I was so Yes. So that's when we go live. And so I'm so excited. And y'all, I just want to throw this out, like, make sure if you are new, join our Facebook group. But we also have our annual goal setting series that is happening next month. And that's going to be a great time to just see all of how we all set goals differently and how we use it, like in paper and digital format and all like the cool things. And so make sure if you're kind of like, okay, I got my planner, now what? Make sure you tune into that our annual goal setting series. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have blown my mind. I can't wait to start playing.
Yay. Y'all, I really hope you enjoyed this collection and you love it as much as I do. I literally cannot wait to see what you do with it. I can't wait to see your spreads, the goals you set, but ultimately I can't wait to see y'all living your best life. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us and we'll see you next time.
You guys, bye.